Welcome to today's Deep Dive. We are exploring the mechanics of everyday small talk in English today, and we're using this highly practical conversation guide designed for beginners.
Yeah, it's a really fantastic source.
It is. And our mission today is to break down the simplest, most effective phrases you need to navigate daily life. We want to keep things super straightforward so you can easily understand and apply these insights.
Because, small talk in any new environment feels intimidating. I mean, it really does.
Oh, absolutely.
But what makes this specific approach so clever is how it highlights the sheer predictability of our daily interactions. It proves you don't need to constantly invent new dialogue. You just need to master a few reliable templates.
Right. Like, let's look at how the guide structures transactional conversations. It uses this very relatable coffee shop scenario. You're ordering a medium black iced coffee and a chocolate cookie.
Mostly because the banana bread is sold out.
Right. Always sold out. We've all been there.
We definitely have. But from a linguistic perspective, this scenario is a perfect closed-loop interaction. The structure relies entirely on simple requests. Things like, can I have, or I am looking for.
Which really takes the pressure off.
Exactly.
Hmm.
When a learner memorizes these formulas, it significantly reduces their cognitive load. They aren't worrying about constructing complex grammar on the spot. They're just swapping out vocabulary.
You're just plugging a new noun right into the template. Another great example here is a clothing shop where someone picks out a $15 blue t-shirt and asks, can I try it on?
Short and effective.
Yeah, and framing it all with please and thank you keeps the interaction smooth for everyone involved.
Definitely. But those are highly controlled environments.
Yeah.
The stakes change completely when you're in an unpredictable situation, like getting lost in a new city.
Which is terrifying when you don't speak the language well. To handle that panic, the guide anchors the learner to one simple phrase. Excuse me, as in, excuse me, where's the train station?
It sounds so basic, but psychologically, is a powerful tool. It instantly disarms a stranger and signals a polite interruption.
It lowers their defenses.
Exactly. From there, you can easily transition to everyday icebreakers. Think about standing at a bus stop. The ultimate, lowest stakes way to practice speaking is just commenting on the weather.
People universally love to celebrate a sunny day together.
Or complain about the cold and the rain.
Because it's a shared reality.
Right. Discussing the cold or the rain bridges the gap between two strangers without requiring any personal vulnerability. It is the absolute safest common denominator.
But let's say you do want to move past the weather and actually build a connection. The guide shows how to smoothly transition into asking about someone's free time. Suddenly, you're discovering shared hobbies.
Whether that's playing the guitar, reading, or hiking, notice the scaffolding there. You move from the shared environment to personal interests.
Yeah.
And that naturally paves the way for making plans.
Yeah, the example used in the guide involves agreeing to meet at the big clock tower at 2 p.m. on Saturday.
What I find crucial there, though, is how it teaches boundary setting.
Yes. It reminds learners that it's perfectly okay to just say, I'm sorry, I'm busy, and then just suggest Sunday instead.
Having a script to politely say no is vital. It removes the anxiety of feeling trapped in an interaction just because you lack the vocabulary to gracefully decline.
That anxiety really spikes at the end of an interaction, too. You can't just abruptly walk away in silence when your bus finally arrives.
Leaving a conversation gracefully is an art. But this guide breaks it down into a highly effective three-step formula. Step 1, provide a reason, like, I have to go to work.
Step 2, offer validation. It was asked to talk to you.
And step 3, a warm sign-off. Have a great weekend. Master those 3 steps, and you never have to endure an awkward goodbye again.
So why does all this matter for you? Because living a few simple, predictable phrases removes the fear of speaking. A simple hello and a smile are all you really need to start connecting.
Which leaves us with an interesting thought for you to mull over. We rely on the weather as the easiest universal icebreaker because it physically affects all of us. But as our daily lives become increasingly digital and our environments change, what do you think will become the next universal topic that connects strangers in our modern world?
So that's all for today. See you again in another video. Till then, bye.